Hello Scorpio, so I hope that everyone is having a wonderful week. So today's reading is going to be for July the 6th to the 13th. Also a huge thank you to every single one of you guys who helped us to report that thief channel as well. You've been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for all of your support. Right, so I'm going to do the usual. We'll do spirit animal guidance, we'll do your rune, your healing crystal, your strongest energy that's around you, and of course the tarot. There will be timestamps in the description box as always, just in case you come across anything that isn't quite your message, you can just skip through it, okay? Right, so your spirit animal guidance message, it's come out in the reverse today. So we'll find out what it is and then we'll go over why it's been reversed. This one is the Enchanted Frog's Leap, and it says, take bold leaps of faith when needed. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Embracing new opportunities will lead to growth and exciting possibilities. So this one, it's springboard energy, okay? It's asking for you to try something new or do what you're currently doing, but in a new, uplifting, refreshing, exciting way, okay? Bringing more sort of joy and excitement into whatever this is that you're doing. With it coming out in the reverse, there's a bit of fear surrounding you needing to change things up a bit, refresh things, okay? Now, it could be part of you being a fixed sign. Again, I don't like to make broad generalizations. However, when it comes down to being a fixed sign, and trust me, I got fixed energy all over my chart. I'm a triple Scorpio with a Taurus moon. So that's even more fixed energy. It's very sort of set in their ways, understanding that things need to change, but not necessarily wanting to do that, or maybe just not having the energy to do that, basically. That's why it came out in the reverse. Set routine. That's the major thing here, Scorpio, set routines. Somebody, and again, it's not going to apply for all of you, and that's fine. But some Scorpios, their set routine is needing to change up, okay, in order to bring more, I want to say more lively energies into your life, more life into whatever this is that you're doing, right? That is going to require changing things up. That can be terrifying because then it's like, what if it doesn't work? What if this? What if that? What if I change up my entire schedule and then I just land flat on my arse? Well, that's fine because you can always pick yourself back up again, right? As they say. Main thing, routine, something about your routine, it's needing to change up, okay? Because as sure as X is X, with this one coming out in the reverse, something's no longer working. And you know what? That's okay. That's absolutely fine, right? Set routines, they're not going to work forever. They're going to work for a while, and then some shit's going to need to be changed up, right? That's what this one's asking for you. Or from you, I should say. So approach this energy. Instead of coming from the place of fear, with it being reversed, approach this energy as, okay then, I'm going to try it this way instead, or I'm going to try it that way, right? Approach it from a perspective of, I'm going to see what I can do, instead of, this shit's terrifying, I don't want to do it, right? It's all about your approach. So, once you've done it, because again, they did say it's springboard energy, once you've done it, you're going to feel so... what is the word to use? You're going to feel this strong rush of release. I mean, I don't know if any of you have gone springboarding or something. I mean, personally, me, no. Can't swim. It's a bit embarrassing to say that, but yeah, not a strong swimmer at all. Massive bodies of water absolutely terrify me. But if you can cast your mind back, if you have done anything like that, anything that's given you that adrenaline rush, right, such as jumping off a swimming pool board, right, when you're on the board looking down, I can imagine that would be friggin' terrifying, right? I can only imagine, because again, I've never actually done it myself, right? So when you're looking down, you're like, oh no, I don't want to do this. But then you sort of take a deep breath and you gear yourself up to it and do that jump and that dive, whatever it is that you do. Once you swim back up again to the surface, you'll be like, wow, I just did that. I want to go again, right? So you'll start to get a taste for it. Does that make sense? I've got to try and put visuals to this energy that comes out of the cards as I'm seeing it in my own mind's eye. Okay, so there's that one. Again, I don't know what specific area of your life this energy is referring to. It's literally anything that is taking up the vast majority of your time and your energy right now. That's going to be the area that is being referenced to here. Okay, right, so let's take a look at your rune. Can we have a rune, please, for our Scorpio collective, July the 6th to the 13th, Scorpio collective. Oh, a little bit of a judder there. Interesting. It's the first time that's ever happened. Okay. That's why. You got 3 cards that are wanting to come out today. Interesting. Ooh, Midgard. Pulse of the living, the present, so Midgard. You guys all know what Midgard is. It's the place where the humans live, okay? Roughly translates to middle enclosure. It indicates your immediate society and your place within that society, okay? It's all about being right here, right now, in the present moment, because it's all about the present time. Okay, this is where you're at right now and the importance of where you're at in your life right now. So be present, be fully aware, being aware of your surroundings, being aware of, because of the mention of society, other people around you, okay? How does everyone sort of fit in? How do you fit in, if at all, right? Some of us, I mean, I know I'm speaking for myself here, but some of us tend not to really fit into any particular box or society, and that can be a good thing too, right? But this is all about observing your place within society, observing where you're at right now in your life. Okay, let's see what else they're getting at here. Daggers, morning light, opportunity, initiation, and hope. So with this one, it's literally the dawn of a new day. Okay, it's rebirth energy. So potentially you could be on the path of a new beginning or starting something again. Okay, not necessarily building from the ground up though. I'm not seeing any sort of indications of you having to build from nothing, from the ground up all over again, right? Some of you guys might well be. Okay, there could have been like recent relationship breakdowns or recent job losses or anything traumatizing like that's gone on. Then yes, you obviously will be building yourself back up again from the ground up. But this message is saying you're going to be able to do that, okay? And I feel, because again, this is rebirth energy, you'll be able to do that quite quickly. Because there is the energy of bouncing back, like super, super quick. So it's basically saying to you guys, you might be on your arse, but you're not out, right? You're down, but not out. Okay, down, but not out. And then for everyone else where that's not going on, then this is saying for you to initiate something new, because again, rebirth energy, initiation energy, it's time for you to initiate something new within your own collective, within your own community, within your own society, within your own home. Okay, that this could be about family, what's going on in your family right now. Maybe it's time for you to initiate something new, initiate new routines. Okay, it's like the old structure is crumbling. Okay, something is no longer working. So you need to bring fresh energies into it. And there's a lot of inspiration here with daggers, where you're going to be able to invest that new energies into building some sort of new structure, new way of doing things here. This could be about your career also. Okay, maybe something's dried up there. Same deal, same message. Kinas. Yeah. Working, creativity, skillful and focus. So that's the equivalent of the 8 of Pentacles or the 8 of Coins in Tarot. Okay, Kinas. Someone who's very good at what it is that they do. It's like master craftsman, master craftswoman energy. Okay, it's someone who has got a lot of skills, but that doesn't mean to say that the learning process ends, right? You could be the best in your field for something specific, but that doesn't mean to say that you should stop learning. Okay, because it's also about learning as well. Learning new skills, learning, I mean, it does tie in with this energy here. It really does, because when you think about it, if Spirit's saying you've got to start bringing new energy into what it is that you're currently doing, which involves some kind of shake-up, change-up. Research, learning new skills, right? That's going to help you out exponentially. That in itself is going to be the new energy that's brought into something that you're already doing, that's going to give it a new life. A new life. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these two here. And we're going to leave this daggers up there, so that you can harness that daggers energy throughout this reading. Okay. If you want to trace it out, keep it somewhere safe in your pocket, under your pillow, wherever is just close to you. If you want to trace it out, I'll hold it up for you. So it's basically 2 sideways triangles that are touching each other, or just draw an X and then close off these 2 ends of the X. Okay, doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's all about your intent that you're putting into it as you're drawing it out. Okay, and that's going to help give you the courage to pick up on fresh opportunities as they come your way. You'll be able to recognize opportunities quicker, have the courage to take those opportunities on. It'll give you that sense of completion with your tasks, okay, whatever this is at hand. And it can reinvigorate your own energy levels, so that your inspiration will come to you a lot quicker, because again, it's rebirth energy, new life energy. Okay. So yeah, there's that one. Now we're going to take a look at your healing crystal. We have a healing crystal for our Scorpio collective, please. For the week of July the 6th to the 13th. Scorpio collective. Whoa. Azurite. Lovely. Lovely deep blue azurite here. Right. So this one says meditative. Wow. That's quite hard to say. Meditative. There's a lot of t-t-t-t-ts. Meditative and dreamy. Azurite is a soft, powdery to prismatic, rich blue copper-infused mineral. Who needs it? The materialistic, vain and always craving, that's not a judgment, that's almost all of us, or Leos especially. If you are cross-watching and you're a Leo, please don't come at me. Okay, I'm literally just reading the cards, okay? So, break this down. Let's break this down. There is a sense that's going on within your energy, Scorpio, where there's a craving for something, right? It could be a craving to do something quite big, quite grand, a craving to achieve something, okay? A craving to reach a certain goal that you've set yourself, okay? And then a sense of disappointment when you're not reaching your own targets, right? If you're in that kind of mind frame this week, then consider healing, some sort of crystal healing with azurite, because that is going to get you back into the present moment. Again, remember, Midgard, it's important for you to stay in the here, in the now, in the present moment. It's important for you to be focused on what it is that you're doing right now. Okay? Because when you don't reach your own goals or your own targets, that can sap you of your energy. It can sap you of your inspiration. It can sap you of your life force. It can make you feel like, why the fuck am I doing this? Right? That's how it leaves you feeling when you don't reach your own goals and targets. So they're saying, okay, guys, you've got to keep it real. You've got to keep it real. Because the second that you start going off on that little spiral, it's going to be incredibly difficult to pull yourself back up from it, okay? And I like, hands up, I'm there as well, right? I'm there as well. So I'm not passing any judgment. I'm not reading from my ivory tower or anything like that. I'm not looking down on anyone thinking that I'm better than anyone else. Like, I do that every single day of every single week. Right? Like, literally. So I'm not calling anyone out. Okay? Tarot's supposed to be beneficial. It's supposed to be helpful. It's supposed to magnify where shit's going wrong so that we can then correct it. Right? Where to put it? Alongside the spiritual shovel that you're using to dig your way out of that prison of worry, of indecision and desires that you've constructed around yourself. Literally right there. So, healing with azurite can help to dig you out of that hole, that mental or emotional hole that you find yourself in. That place, in that hole, that's that place where your loud inner critic's telling you, you're not good enough. That's the hole that you've got to dig yourself out of. Okay? Because you're plenty good enough. You might not be at the place where you're wanting to be right now. That doesn't mean to say that you're not good enough. When to use it, when material pleasures are not giving you the buzz that they used to. So be mindful of any sort of, what is it they call it? Retail therapy? Yeah, don't do that. No retail therapy is going to work. Okay. When it's time for you to take a break from snapping selfies and chasing shiny things, right? So again, if you are one of these that is, how do I say this? By the way, that was a sigh, not a laugh. I know that the closed captions sometimes puts laughs in brackets when I sigh, and that's bullshit. It wasn't a laugh, it was a sigh. Basically, if you're one of these that is worried about how you look, okay, say for example, if you're like me, and you might have like a scar on your face or something, and you don't like your pictures being taken because of that, or if you think that your chin's too big or whatever, and it's like you're overly critical of how you look in photographs, right? They're saying here to see, because it is vanity, right? It is vanity, and yes, bullies and other people have got a lot to be held accountable for that. It's basically tied into low self-esteem, okay? So again, if you're struggling with low self-esteem this week, Azurite's going to be your best pal, right? You can shake off the shallowness that's either coming from yourself internally or the shallowness that's coming from others, right? Start with your breath and then dive into the deep end with Azurite. Yeah. So it's time to go deeper. Time to go deeper. And then your affirmation is to explore your hidden depths. Okay? So, time to explore your hidden depths. Go beyond the surface level. Right. That could be beyond the surface level of physical features, beyond the surface level of what you class as being a win, or what you class as being a failure, okay? So just remember, you might be down, but you're not out. Okay, strongest energy, let's go. Strongest energy for Scorpio, please. 6th of July to the 13th. Also, at this point, I do have to say, and I'm really sorry guys to interrupt your reading, but I do have to say, if you find this reading on any other channel that does not have my name on the actual channel name, right? So it should say Phoenix Keia Tarot somewhere within the title, right? If you find this read on anyone else's channel, please do let me know, because that means that it's been stolen. Okay, right. Strongest energy for Scorpio. Any of the messages that come out of tarot is completely within your power to change. You do have free will, okay? Tarot's just a temperature check. If you don't like anything, you're not stuck with it. You can change it, okay? Tarot demonstrates what is available to you to lean more into, or what would be wise to avoid. Okay, right, so you've got partnership and a fresh start. So a significant relationship is about to be forged that will assist you in expanding your growth. Collaboration, support and union. A fresh start. This new chapter will require you to take a leap of faith in the process which is right in front of you. Springboard energy. New beginnings, new possibilities. This one's squiffy. Sacred traveler. So you'd feel like you don't belong. Feel like you don't belong. There is an upcoming opportunity for you to move or travel. Enjoy this new adventure. Journey, movement, trip. It's squiffy. We'll find out more in a minute. Protection. Protect your energy and guard yourself against people and things that drain you. Security, guard and vulnerable. Yeah, protect your energy. That kind of goes without saying, right? So here's the deal, because these two are together right here. Am I on the right camera? Yeah, I'm on the right camera. These two here are together. So someone is trying to make you feel like you don't belong, right? And the truth is, you've every right to be there. You've every right to... I don't want to use that turn of phrase anymore. Thanks, Katy Perry. You've every right to take up space, okay? But I don't mean it in that way. Okay, again, don't come at me. You guys know what I mean, right? You're already acquainted with how I speak by now. Yeah, I've been on YouTube now basically almost 6 years, something like that. So you know what it is I'm saying there, right? You've every right to take up room. You've every right to take up the space. You've every right to do what it is that you're doing. I feel because you're being told here to protect your energy, that there is some kind of bullying here that's going on, like definitely, and it's all designed basically to make you feel like you're somehow not good enough or not worthy. So then the danger is of you internalizing those feelings, because when you start internalizing the cruel words that other people say or the cruel actions that other people do towards you, once you start internalizing that, it's almost like you're giving it credence. It's almost like you're making it more real because you're internalizing it, right? So you don't want to give life to that. Okay, recognize that you absolutely do deserve to be successful, for one. You do deserve to be where you're currently at, even if you don't feel like you're as successful as what you're wanting to be right now. Okay, like someone's trying to run you out or run you off. Okay, it could be they're trying to... A classic one, YouTube, right? If you're on YouTube, somebody could be trying to run you off the platform by bullying you, right? If this is within a different type of workplace, someone could be trying to bully you out of that particular workplace, right? What they're saying here is for you to protect your energy. Do not internalize the cruel words and actions of others, right? That's the real secret here. Also, for anybody who is traveling, this is a bit of a side message, right? If you're planning on traveling this week specifically, short distance, long distance doesn't make a difference. Give yourself some extra time, because this one came out squiffy, which can indicate that there are delays with plans, delays with traveling. If you're one of these that has to drive to work, travel to work, give yourself an extra breathing space on each end of your journey. Okay. Backups, delays, detours, they are all very, very possible this week with this energy coming out squiffy. So just please do keep that in mind. Give yourself some extra travel time. Okay. If this is internal energy, and if this is about your goals, your ambitions, and the shit that you're trying to achieve, you got to give yourself time. You got to give yourself time. Because if you try and push yourself before you feel ready, and I know it says there with the Enchanted Frog's Leap to come out of your comfort zone, that coming out of your comfort zone is not the same fucking thing as pushing yourself too hard. It is not the same thing at all. Coming out of your comfort zone, that's trying something new. That's trying something different, or in a different way, in a new way. Right? It's expanding on your own possibilities. It's all about where, if you can't find opportunities, then you go out there and you make the opportunities for yourself instead. That's coming out of your comfort zone, right? It's not about doing stuff that makes you uncomfortable or trying to push yourself before you're feeling ready. Okay, it's not about that at all. you got to give yourself time. So if you're trying to reach a goal or an ambition, give yourself some time. Take your time with it, because it's not going to be a quick path to success, or whatever your version of success is. Okay, it's a journey. It's a journey. And then you've got these two. Now, again, multiple different messages for these two: a partnership and fresh start. It could well be, number one, a important relationship around you is about to go through some significant rebirth. It's going to go through, like you're starting again with someone here. It could be romantic. Yes, absolutely. Doesn't have to be. It's not going to be romantic for everyone. Okay, this could be like a new business partnership comes through for you guys this week. Or a new job opportunity comes through for you guys this week. Again, you've got to use your discernment, okay? But the bottom line is, you are being told that it is going to involve some sort of risk, right? Not leaping without looking at risk, but more a leap of faith risk. And that's twice that you've had that message about taking that leap of faith. It's there and it's there. Okay? So, let's clarify these ones. In fact, let me just pull one card from this deck, and then we're going to clarify all this with the tarot. Can we have an important message for Scorpio? What is it that Scorpio needs to know, please? For the week of the 6th of July to the 13th, please. Just one. Have you taken that one? Okay, you just said no. One message for... Thank you. That was a nice big jump. Right. What's this one? Two of Swords, confusion. So your most important message this week. You got to see through the fog. You got to see through the confusion. You got to make a choice. You got to make a very important choice this week. Weighing up your options. Okay. It's possible as well that maybe those who resonate with the energy of coming under some sort of attack, that you're going to have to see through the fog of those attacks and why this group or this individual is deliberately trying to keep you confused, right? If you're confusing yourself because you don't know what path to follow, then they're saying here, you've got to sit on it, okay? Sit on it before you make a decision. Right, can you tell us more about this confusion for Scorpio, please? Tell us more about this confusion. Ah. Five of Wands, trials of strength, being pushed to your limit. Okay. So the confusion that's coming up this week is to do with, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it to you, Scorpio? Is it worth... how do I say, is it worth the work? Is it worth the time? Is it worth the effort? Now, only you can answer that for yourself, right? I'm not going to be able to answer that for you, because bearing in mind that this is going to be covering different areas of different Scorpios' lives, right? You've got to figure out for yourself whether or not it's worth it. Because you are definitely being pushed to your limits here. You are being challenged. It's like survival of the fittest, survival of the strongest here, with that Five of Wands. Can you have another card for this for Scorpio, please? I'm getting withering the storm. You can weather the storm. Yeah, Hierophant. Major Arcana. It's a teachable moment. But that sounds patronizing as fuck. Yeah? They are saying it's a teachable moment. You see, my opinion is not every challenge that comes your way is necessarily a teachable moment, because sometimes shit just happens, right? Apparently this week there is something here where it is legit some sort of teachable moment with that Hierophant coming out. Your belief system might be getting challenged here also. You could be going through some struggles, trials and tribulations that is challenging your own belief system here. And that's causing confusion. Okay, was this partnership? This is partnership for Scorpio, please. This is partnership. I definitely feel strongly that you're going to be collaborating with an individual this week who does have your back. The World. Could be another fixed... can't speak. Could be another fixed sign. So another Scorpio. It could also be an Aquarius, a Taurus. You certainly got Taurus here. Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo? Why do I have to think about that? Yes, Leo. Man, that's crazy. The brain fog is real with the World. So, yeah, a new cycle here within a significant partnership. And the world is also a card of victory. There's a partnership here that's evolving up to the next level. Very, very protective also. See how that snake is protecting its egg? And the snake in this context is about rebirth. It's about shedding the old. And healing. It's that kind of snake. Combined with protection. So it's like protecting your new life here. You and a significant partner protecting a new life. A new journey that you're about to embark upon together. This is fresh start. So if you're single, the chances are quite high that you're not going to be single for much longer if this is about romance. Okay, if you're already within a committed relationship, that particular relationship's going to get stronger and stronger this week. I can't multitask at all at the moment. The Queen of Pentacles, to clarify a fresh start. Yeah. Fresh start within a commitment. For others of you, this is a fresh start when it comes down to your finances. Okay. For those in business, this is a fresh start when it comes down to your business or your career, right? Because Queen of Pentacles energy, again, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It is all to do with your resources, whether that be time, energy, money, okay? Any resource that's the most important resource to you this week. That's what this is in reference to. I feel very strongly that you're going to be going into or are already in business with a significant individual. And there is a fresh start here for both of yous. I feel that there is an increase in your finances. This one's also reputation. Because it's about having a good business sense. Right? So, no longer feeling like a failure, because you're recognizing that success is not measured by money, material wealth, but it's measured by the wealth of someone's character. What's this sacred traveler off center, please, for Scorpio? Huh. 10 of Wands. Someone's trying to apply the pressure onto you. They're trying to apply the pressure onto you, Scorpio. And it's by their design, it's deliberate. Avoid taking on any extra responsibilities or duties this week, because you might find yourself getting burnt out. Okay? Oh man, I'm just looking at that and I just feel that heaviness there. Can you have another card for this, please? What's going on with applying the pressure? It's also, again, for a small handful of you guys, you're putting the pressure on yourself, which is counterproductive, because that's going to lead to burnout a lot quicker. Tell us more, please, for Scorpio. For this 10 of Wands. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles indicates long-term growth. It's literally results that come through a lot of careful planning. It's your perseverance, it's your hard work, it's your harvest. 7 of Pentacles is harvest. So for those who do have another individual who's trying to put the pressure onto you so that in their head they can push you out or whatever because they're putting on the pressure, well, there's going to be a karmic return for them for that. If you're putting pressure on yourself, then you also need to be mindful of whatever energy you're putting out, that's the energy that comes back in. Okay, you've got to consider what it is that you're potentially harvesting, right? And also they're saying here for you not to take on other people's problems at this time as well. What's this protection? What does Scorpio need protection from? Oh. Oh. Star. That's a weird one. It could be maybe you're needing to protect yourself from an Aquarius. If you're dealing with an Aquarius that operates more from their shadow side, you might need to protect yourself from an Aquarius. Again, not going to resonate for everyone. I feel that this is more to do with spirituality, healing. Okay, how is your spiritual hygiene? How is your energetic hygiene? I feel that that's what that's getting at. Protect yourself from other people and what their dreams, wishes and aspirations for you might be. Protect yourself from that. I feel that this is more to do with your spiritual hygiene. Okay. I feel also that you are getting help with this from beyond the veil. You've got additional spiritual protection that's coming your way. So when they say, and you've got good choices underneath that one as well, by the way. So you have been making good choices. Or you're about to make good choices. When they say protect your energy, there's a whole multitude of different ways that you can do that. But the most important one is, what are you absorbing? What are you taking in? Okay, from the news, from other people. And again, when you internalize other people's insults and grief, when you internalize that, again, you've got to protect yourself from that as well. Okay. It's at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles. Your new beginning is protected. It is secure. You are being protected, but you can certainly up your levels of protection by being aware of who it is that you're spending the vast majority of your time around, or what it is that you spend the vast majority of your time doing. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning here, brand new opportunity that you really should grasp with both hands. Okay, it indicates that you're on the path to prosperity, stability, opportunities, and abundance. There could be a new job offer here for some of you, or a promotion. What else for Scorpio? Thank you. Balance. Yeah. Seek balance. Balance. All is perfect just the way it is. Own and acknowledge every part of you, and you will find the balance you are seeking. So own and acknowledge every part of you, and you will find that balance that you're seeking. What else for Scorpio, please? Okay. Focus what is important for you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you the most. With every thought, you are creating your future. Yeah. Where your focus goes, the energy grows. Okay, so let's take a look at your shitty deck. What else for Scorpio, please? Yeah. Life happens, shit happens. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to all of the shit that's thrown your way. Yeah. Exactly. Strength of character. Above all else. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. For personal readings, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day, a lovely week as well, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.